Hey guys, Dylan from Mining with Beans here. Today we are out in Yale, British Columbia, and we're looking for some garnets because winter's coming and I need to fill some pay dirt bags. Let's get it.
No way, guys, check this out.
So today's main objective is to get as many garnets as possible, but we haven't been to the Yale Bar in months. So what I really want to do is do a bit of a jade search here. I can tell from already it's going to be like a war zone. Usually by the end of the season, Yale Bar looks like it's had bombs gone off in it because everybody seems to dig these giant pits and then they don't backfill them in. But I mean, hey, that leaves a lot of the jade hopefully on the surface for me to go find. So let's go see if we can find any. So we kind of lucked out with the weather today. It is just lightly sprinkling on us and super cloudy, but when you're looking for jade, agates, other things like that, well, maybe not agates, you want the sun for that, but a lot of other rocks, it's really nice when they get a nice dusting of water on them because then you're able to see what is inside of them compared to when they're dry. And this one is a little like quartz covered schist piece, but it has the brightest pink little garnets in there. It is super sweet, but those aren't the garnets we're looking for. Well, it's not jade and it's not an agate, but this is something that is very common to find here in Yale. This is called nickel silicate. So I don't know if you guys can see the green coming out the side there. Now when you cut this, it is absolutely gorgeous. If you guys haven't heard of mariposite, look it up on Google. It is very similar to that, and the nickel that is in it and the copper content makes it really green. It's really cool stuff when you cut it, guys. But man, is that ever super gemmy. Oh, this one got me excited. I thought that was a nice piece of jade, but it's looking like a really gemmy piece of serpentine. The way that you can tell as well when you guys are out here looking for jade, the difference between jade and serpentine, the serpentine is gonna have all these little flecks in it that kind of, if it's in the right lighting and the right sun, they kind of look like labradorite. They have like a chatoyancy, which is kind of like a color flash or a light flash inside of it. And that is one of the huge indicators for me that it is serpentine, not a piece of jade. And I thought I'd mention as well, to any of my viewers that are wanting to get into gold prospecting or rock hounding, anything like that, come up and check out the Yale Bar. It's only about 2 hours out of Vancouver. It is an awesome place to bring your family, learn how to rock hunt, gold prospect. There's a lot of gold here. I mean, there's nothing really big, but there's a lot of fine gold, and it's going to get your family hooked on getting out here and exploring the outdoors. So that's really what it's all about, guys, is getting out and experiencing the beauty, that the world has for us to see. Look at all that snow up there. Super nice. But we're gonna look for the jade for about another 10 minutes and then go get us some garnets. Well, our jade hunt was a little bit of a bust, but now let's go do what we came here to do and get some garnets, guys. All right, so we are now at the spot that I really like to find my garnets, and I'm starting to see them starting to show up here. So I'm walking up. I don't know if you guys can notice how red all of this sand is here. It is loaded with garnets right here. And the only issue is I forgot my 5-gallon bucket, so I only brought my bucket that keeps the garnets in it. So what I'm gonna have to do is take my pan, grab a scoopful, go pan it down, put it in the bucket, pan, scoop it full, go put it in the bucket. It's gonna be a lot more work than I wanted it to be today, but we're still getting garnets. Okay, so as I just walked down to the river to put my little tub down there that I'm gonna put all the garnets in, I was on my way back to where I planned to dig with all these garnets. Wait till you guys see this. That is a lot of garnets in there. That is insane. So I think I'm gonna do the pan out of there, then I'm gonna come to this hole and grab all these ones because that is insane. There's not any of these big rocks in here. All these little rocks are garnets. Decided to forget everything. Look at how many are in that, guys. This one was pure garnet. Wow. So that was definitely the most garnets I've ever seen in one pan. So that came out of the original hole I've been working this morning. And look, guys, it is still loaded with garnets. So I'm probably gonna do at least one more pan out of here, but I'm gonna show you guys that pan as I do it. Then we're gonna move down to that other hole. But oh my goodness, that was absolutely loaded. So this time's a little different than my other garnet videos. I didn't bring my gem sieve with me either, which is actually my splash guard for a frying pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to just pan them out, because garnets are kind of like gold in a way. They are heavier than all these other rocks that are inside of this gold pan. So when you're doing a gold pan the way that you normally do, they should all fall to the bottom the exact same way as the gold. Oh, let's get it all nice and moved up. Really wishing I brought that classifier. Let's pull all these big rocks out. You don't want those. Ooh, there's a lot of water getting pulled out there. I almost pulled the pan out of my hand. Get that down. Set these rocks out. Yeah, I really should have brought my classifier because I think I'm gonna have to bring back a lot more sand and rocks in the garnets than I want to be bringing back. That's okay, I can clean those out at home over winter. Now if you guys can see already, it is just loaded with garnets in there. So I think I might do a couple more back pans. Try to get a bit more of this lighter material out of here. Hopefully it'll be mostly garnets. Big rocks out. We don't want those in there. Taking up all our valuable real estate for the garnets. Maybe one more. There we go. Now check that out, guys. There's still quite a bit of sand in there, but that is mostly garnets. So now we're just gonna dump it all into the bucket here. Hopefully get it all in the bucket. Go fill the pan up and do it again. Hey look, even a little piece of gold in there. Pan is so as many garnets as the last one did because that was crazy. It's all nice and stratified. Yeah, so the big rocks that are in your pan when you're panning for garnets, throw the garnets out way faster than they throw gold out. So you really, really want to make sure you get them out. Look at that so far. Absolutely loaded. Get all these out of there. The big rock. Go away, rocks. Almost ready to put it in the bucket. A couple more pans. I don't know why I always say a couple more pans. I say a couple more dips or a couple more washes. It's still the same pan. Oh, come on. The water level keeps dropping and coming up on me, so it's making it difficult for me to pan this out. There you go. That is a pan loaded with garnets, guys. So again, put it into our bucket. Oh, a couple of rocks still in there. I could probably do one more pan of that. Still quite a bit of sand. Woo. Crazy water. It almost pans itself. There we go. Oh. Bring it over here. Big rock. In the bucket it goes. Now we came down to the second spot that I found that is absolutely loaded. And what I think we're going to do is we're just going to take maybe the top 8 inches off the whole area, get all those garnets, move on to the next pocket, do the exact same thing. But it is crazy how much garnet is in this sand. Mind-blowing. So I think what I'm gonna have to do for this video is, because I did not bring my classifier and there's all that other gunk in my garnets, is I'm probably gonna do another 4 or 5 pans of the garnets. Then we're gonna take our bucket, we're gonna head home, and I'm gonna show you guys how I separate the garnets from all that other gunk that's in there. But let's get the rest of them. Just digging some material to get one of my last pans done, and look at that pocket of garnets. That is almost pure garnet in here. Absolutely insane, guys. Whoa. Okay, now those are pretty big garnets. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Goodness. There's some beauties in there. Mondo. Man, it's just so hard, this host rock. It's crazy. You think that it would just shatter, but it doesn't. Oh, happy that didn't hit me in the face. That would have hurt. Yeah, just solid. It's like impossible to... Hey, look at that. Oh, there's a really pretty gemmy garnet. Oh, there's a couple pretty gemmy garnets right there. Oh, I'm gonna have to get you guys a close up of that because that is awesome. Oh, hey, look, we didn't find one piece of jade. Found a big chunk of mutton fat here. This is seliminite, which is mutton fat jade. It's not nephrite, but that's a big boulder. Seems like it's locked in. I got a lot of this stuff at home, so it's gonna stay right here. All right, guys, so that's about a wrap for today. You can see we got tons and tons of garnets. The only problem is there's a lot of big rocks in here because I didn't classify it, and there's a lot of sand in there as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head home. We're gonna get these garnets all cleaned up and show you guys what they look like clean. See you guys at home. So we're home now, guys. Got those garnets all cleaned up. Now let's go check them out. So here's our haul of garnets, guys. And as you can tell, that pan is like 3/4 full. And there are some beautiful garnets in here. Some super gemmy ones. Look at these. Absolutely amazing. I'm super happy with this haul on this trip. And I think these will be just enough to get me through the winter for my paydirts. Sweet. Well, guys, that's a wrap for this adventure. We had an absolute blast up there in Yale getting those garnets, and I think I'm gonna have enough to make it through winter. If you guys enjoyed that video, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you'd like to, and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of awesome adventures coming up in the near future. Till the next one.